Engineering is solving problems. That is according to Frank Lucke in his article published in Optics and Photonics News in 1994. Choosing the right career field is extremely important because that determines on how happy you'll be for the rest of your life. Today, I want to inform you on some of the reasons that I chose my major, what it takes to be an engineer, and what employers look for when hiring an engineer. Let's start with why I got interested in mechanical engineering. There are many different reasons as to why I chose my major, and many I learned in elementary school. I really liked solving math and science problems in my different courses that I took throughout my years. I also loved working in groups, and you work in groups a lot in mechanical engineering. I also like brainstorming different possibilities to complex problems and working on those. Now that you've learned about why I chose mechanical engineering, let's see what it takes to be a mechanical engineer. Stated by Calvin Rice in his article in 1922, mechanical engineers do whatever it takes to solve a given task. Most of the time, mechanical engineers are working on one of the 5 steps that Frank Lucke presents in his 1994 article in Optics and Photonics News. The first step is identifying the problem. Secondly, once you identify your problem, you should identify the possible solutions to that given problem. The next is select the solution that you want to carry out. Next, implement your solution, and finally, verify the solution to see if it works out. Many times, tasks are not familiar to engineers, and they must do some research, whether that's first-hand research or simply looking up research on the internet or in books. The last thing I'm going to look at is what employers look at when hiring an engineer. Employers look at many different factors when hiring an applicant for either a full-time position or an internship. Iowa State University states on their website that most employers look for a 3.0 GPA or higher when hiring an applicant for an entry-level position. Companies also look at student organization involvement, leadership positions, and volunteer work, along with many other different qualifications that you might need. Previous job experience is also extremely important, whether that experience is engineering related or simply some other different job. Iowa State University also claims on their website that 95% of their graduates within 6 months of graduation receive an offer for a full-time position. That's extremely high compared to some other different fields of study. In conclusion, you heard about why I chose mechanical engineering, what mechanical engineers do, and how mechanical engineers will eventually get hired. I hope that you learned something about mechanical engineering and something that will benefit you in your career as either an engineer or in some other field of study.